everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's always so much fun when these two teams get together, and this game figures to be no different. They developed quite a rivalry over the years. Who will come out on top this time around? It's the Steelers going up against the Eagles. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th year now from Miami of Ohio. It's Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger is one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. A big, strong, physical player. They often say about him, it's not the first 3 seconds of a play you have to worry about. It's the next 3 seconds after he bounces out of a hit and makes a big play downfield.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He's at the 50, the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards. 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the first NFL carry for Wendell Smallwood. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. To throw, it's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one is going to set the offense back. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They go play action here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The veteran Brent Selleck, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
And that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Now Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. That play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They'll run it with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move.
And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. This will be picked. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Wentz will try again on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey with the catch left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Wentz on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. Finding time. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Ertz over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Wentz going right side here, and that's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Now Wentz again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell, one of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards. I think they think he can top Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly.
And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a real,
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also... Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.